Assalamu alaikum. Now I'm going to read Unit 1, Lesson 6 reading. I'm busy. As you read the story, ask yourself, was Will telling the truth? Look at this picture. It's a flying elephant. He is Will. He is playing football. Whoa, there's a flying elephant in the garden. Look at this picture. She is Will's mother. Mom, a flying elephant is pulling up the trees. I'm busy now, Will. Tell your father. Look at this picture. He is Will's father. He is watching TV. Dad, a flying elephant is standing on your car. Not now, Will. Tell your brother. Look at this picture. He is Will's brother. Hey, a flying elephant is picking your guitar. I'm busy now, Will. Tell your sister. Look at this picture. She is Will's sister. Look, a flying elephant is taking your new top. I'm busy now, Will. Go and play with the elephant. Now they all are in the garden. Will's brother said, Oh no, my guitar. Will's sister said, Ah, my new top. Will's mother said, My garden. Will's father said, My car. And the flying elephant flew away with Will. Unit 1, Lesson 7, Sentences and Writing. What were they doing? Ask and answer 5 questions about the people in the story. Example, what was Will doing? He was playing football. What was Will's sister doing? She was writing. Next, you will do by yourself. Now come to the section B. Where were they? Ask and answer 5 more questions like this. Example, where was Will? He was in the garden. Where was Mother? She was in the kitchen. Next, you will do by yourself. Write sentences about the story in your notebook. Example, the flying elephant flew away with Will. The flying elephant flew away with Will. The flying elephant broke a guitar. The flying elephant took a new top. The flying elephant stood on the car. The flying elephant pulled up the trees. Write these sentences in your notebook. Now come to the section D. Fill in the missing words. Use the plan to make your own story. First, draw 6 pictures, then write what the people say in speech bubbles. Number 1. I was watching outside when the lion came to lunch. I said, help, help. Number 2. My father was watering plants. He said, call to the police. Number 3. My mother was sitting inside. She said, don't shout. Number 4. My sister was playing cards. She said, I'm afraid. Number 5. My brother was reading newspaper. He said, I have called the police. Number 6. In the end, lion was caught. Unit number 3, Sentences. Look at this. A sentence is a group of words which make sense. A sentence is a group of words which makes sense. Kindly highlight these lines and learn. Read the following sentences. Which one makes sense? Number 1. I stories love to read. Number 2. Love to read. Number 3. I love to read stories. Which one makes sense? Number 1. No. Number 2. No. Number 3. Yes. This one makes sense. I love to read stories. Now look at this. Our sentence begins with a capital letter. Our sentence begins with a capital letter. A telling sentence ends with a full stop. A telling sentence ends with the full stop. An asking sentence ends with the question mark. A sentence must also have a verb doing word to make sense. Kindly highlight these lines and learn. Let us understand. Read the sentences below. Put capital letters and end them with a full stop or question mark. Number 1. Sally bumped into a tree while walking. Put a capital letter. A sentence begins with a capital letter. Bumped into a tree while walking. It's an telling sentence. It's a telling sentence. Then put a full stop here. Number 2. The lion was sleeping under a tree. It is also a telling sentence. Put a full stop here. Start with the capital letter. Number 3. Do you think it will rain today? It's an asking sentence. It's an asking sentence. Put a question mark here. Start with capital letter. Number 4. What did you do yesterday? It's also an asking sentence. Put a question mark here. Start with a capital letter. Next, rearrange the jumble words to make sensible sentences in your notebook. Remember to put capital letters and a full stop as required. Number 1. The old sat on the woman bench rest to take. The answer is the old woman sat on the bench to take rest. The answer is the old woman sat on the bench to take rest. Put a full stop here. It's a telling sentence. Next, number 2. Made lots of mother dishes for party. The start with the capital letter. The answer is the mother made lots of dishes for party. Start with the capital letter and end. Put a full stop here. Number 3. 2 wheels has a bicycle. The answer is a bicycle has 2 wheels. Start with the capital letter. Start with the capital letter and end with the full stop because it's a telling sentence. Number 4. Nest in birds make trees. The answer is birds make trees in nest. Birds make trees in nest. Start with the capital letter. Start with the capital letter and end with the full stop. Number 5. Love to watch grandfather and I cartoon channel. The answer is I and grandfather love to watch cartoon channel. It's a telling sentence. Then put a full stop here. Read the following sentences. Put a full stop after a telling sentence and a question mark after an asking sentence. Number 1. Did you finish your homework today? It's a it's an asking sentence, then put a question mark here. Number 2, we shall go for a movie next Sunday. It's a telling sentence, put a full stop here. Red Riding Hood carried a basket of fruits for her grandmother. It's also a telling sentence, put a full stop here. Number 4, when will the summer holidays begin? It's a question, it's an asking sentence, put a question mark here. Now come to the section C. Complete these sentences with words of your choice in your notebook. Number 1, cats love to drink milk. Number 2, I saw lots of flowers in the garden. I saw lots of flowers in the garden. Number 3, did you borrow any book from the shop? Did you borrow any book from the shop? Number 4, Maria has a pretty doll. Maria has a pretty doll. You will do by yourself. Write this passage in your notebook using capital letters and full stops. Last Sunday, capital letter. My friend Jojo, capital J, came to play with me, capital letter. We both pulled out different clothes from the cupboard, full stop. I wore my mother's dress and high-heel sandals. My friend wore my red frilled skirt and my party shoes. We both went up and down the rooms like two fashionable ladies. I was enjoying myself when suddenly I tripped and fell with a loud thud.